Hello, everybody. Welcome to our channel. And look who we have here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. She was crying a little bit, so yeah, that's Poppy on the camera. And so she's here with me a little bit, but then Chewy's gonna put her to bed soon, but she's gonna hang out for a few minutes. So, anyway, I am so excited because you wanna go, Poppy? All right, go. I am so excited because tonight we have one of my favorite people that I met at FlipCon. She has the most beautiful heart, the most beautiful soul. She is just the sweetest person ever. And she's married to Reseller Madness Will. So they're perfect for each other. And we just clicked and we had the best time together. So here it is, none other than Hannah. Yay! Hello, my friend.
Hello. Good to see
How
you.
are you?
Good. Got the kids fed and I'm fed, so we're good to go.
Yay! I love that. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I know you were like, why? But I'm so glad that you finally gave in to my peer pressure and said yes. So for those that don't know you, talk a little bit about yourself, who you are, and then we'll go from there. So the floor is all yours.
That's not general at all. Let's see. I'm Hannah. I know Coco. Can you prompt me a little? I don't
So
know.
do you have kids?
Yeah, so I have 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
All under 10, so they run around a lot, run in circles around me, literally.
Okay.
They're like, "Mommy has her legs apart. Quick, tunnel." I'm like, "No, I'm trying to walk."
Aw. And do you have a job? Do you are full-time mommy?
I'm a full-time mom, which, a lot of people say is a job in itself.
Yep.
I also homeschool our 2 older kids.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I used to work in an office, and then when the 3rd kid came along, we're like, "You know what? The cost of paying for childcare for 3 kids was very similar to my paycheck." So
Yep.
it's like, well, we talked about homeschooling and it just seemed like
Mm-hmm.
perfect timing. So I kind of stepped out of the workforce to be a stay-at-home mom.
That's awesome. Yeah, same thing with me staying home. I was like, I was looking at daycare prices and school and whatever, and I was just like, I might as well just stay home, and
Yeah.
then maybe I can find something eventually to work from home. And so yeah, I'm so excited that I did because I wouldn't be here without any of y'all. So let's say hi to our friends. Let's see who's first here. Chrissy's here. Hi, Mama. Thanks for being here. I buy sheet is here. Hi, Christopher. Thank you for being here, my friend. Lenoy is here. Savvy Thrifty. Let's see. And of course, Reseller Madness. She looks cute on camera too. Heck yeah. Elijah. Hi, Elijah. Elijah is Keith and Amber's, the Picking Preacher's son. And he is so smart. Let's see who else is here. The Dalton gang.
Aw, thanks, Amber.
Hannah is even prettier on video than her pics on Instagram. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I love your hair. Thank you. I literally didn't know what to do with my hair because, as you can see, I cut it. So I'm learning what to do with my hair. So look who's here. Lori's here. Hi. Howdy. Yay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Hannah. How you doing?
I'm good.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. I told my family, I was like, I'm going on this show, and my mom's like, "What hats are you wearing?" Okay, I did that for Will one time,
I see a
Mom.
hat on you.
Well, I did bring some options. I can show you my favorite hats.
Let's go with the first one.
All right. So this is my gardening hat.
Oh my gosh, so cute. I love it. I love it.
This is probably my I didn't wash my hair today. Don't look at my head hat.
I love it. I approve.
Yes, thank you. This one I haven't worn in a long time. I got it in college and I loved it, but as a mom, I haven't had the good opportunity to wear it.
Yep.
But it's a fedora.
Ooh, I like it. I like that one. Yes. Me likey. I like it.
All right. And then these are my 3 favorite. I've got a plug hat or Newsies cap.
Yep, Newsies. Love
it. Will used to have one like this when we were dating. And I would steal it from him all the time. And of course, he would let me keep it because that's what boyfriends do. And so then after we were married, he's like, why don't we get you your own hat so we can match?
There you go. I love it. I love that.
And then I have a knit beanie.
Cute.
And then a beret, which is one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You look so French. Hola.
Oh, baby.
Bonjour.
Parlez-vous français? That's about it.
Yeah, no, I know a little bit. That's all. Any more? That's it?
That's it. I have a ton more back in my room, but I didn't bring them all.
Those are really, really awesome hats. I love it. Well, anybody who knows me, they know I love hats. So that was fun. Oh, thank you, Elijah. Yeah, she was crying a little bit, so she's hanging out with us for a little bit, but Chewy's gonna take her to bed soon. Hats. Yes, I love hats. Chrissy says the Mon hat.
So for a while, I had those, coffee mug racks with the pegs that stick out.
Mm-hmm.
And I put one up on the wall and I hung all my hats and my scarves on it. But it was next to our bed. And so we had to take that down because it kept looking like there was a strange man standing over our bed.
Oh.
Like, yeah, not what we want to wake up to every morning.
No. Oh, she's waving. Hold on. She wants to say hi. Say hi. Aww. She has her passy. I'm trying to take it away from her, but.
Have you tried the cut a little hole in the end trick?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. She's looking at me like, am I gonna be on camera again? No, you gotta go to bed, girlfriend. All right, let's see. Lori says only appropriate that Mrs. Madness has hats. Let's see. And Will says fashion show. Chrissy says you look great in hats. And yes, you do. I agree. Elijah says eat a croissant with that.
I had ciabatta bread for dinner. Does that count?
Yes, it counts. Hey, Judy. Yeah, Chewy is here. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. I'm still trying to get used to this haircut. Yes, it would freak me out as well. I know. Well, let's see. Question for Mrs. Madness. No better time to ask. Yep. Anybody who has questions for Hannah, please go ahead and do so. So, Hannah, do you help with the reselling business, or you just take care of the boys? Which is a lot of work.
A little bit.
Yeah. What do you do in the
well, generally it's after the boys are asleep. Just because we're still working on everyone getting along. But when sometimes I will help with the Facebook buyers. And sorry, I just saw Will's question.
Which is your favorite Chula? Let's not answer that.
Whichever one is hugging me at that moment. How about that?
Oh, I like that. I like that answer.
So yes, I'll help with Facebook buyers sometimes. I help with shipping sometimes. I help with listings sometimes. Like if it's, I don't do electronics. Like there's too
I don't
many
blame you. Yeah.
too many dimensions and statistics. Like I don't understand what I'm doing there. So I'll do
Yeah.
clothes and Legos and books and movies and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good. So do you help with shipping? Like, do you ship or do you take pictures? Do you list?
Yeah. So the occasional list, I'll try to do 1 or 2 listings a night if I can. If there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing to list, then I'll maybe add on some item specifics. And then if it's an easy shipment, like, oh, they bought a book, then I'll go pack that for him.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad that you help out whenever you can. I love when Chewy helps me whenever he can. Like this weekend, he has been amazing because he's taken pictures of all the shoes that we got in the last 2 weekends, and he's helped me. Look at me.
I am all caught up on the cross list.
So that's why he's helping me. So he's been helping me with like taking pictures and helping me like organize all the inventory so that I can start listing and all that stuff. So he's been pretty amazing. So it's nice when you have somebody help you in any way with the business, because it's a lot when you're a full-time mom and, you know, household chores and trying to, you know, build a business. And it's a blessing when you have another person helping out.
Yeah, well,
So I take
there's
my
a
hat
couple,
off to anybody who's single, you know, and mom or dads.
I know there's a couple reseller homeschool mamas out there, and I don't know how they do it. Like,
I know.
they're the primary, and I'm like, I don't know how they do it. I'd love to know how they do it. 'Cause I sure don't.
I know. Okay, let's see. Erica is here. Hi, E. What's up? And let's see. Oh, Elijah says, "Hey, Mrs. Hannah, you should have your husband make a little you in a coffee mug." And Christy says, "When you don't have the kiddos, what do you like to do?" That is a great question. Thank you, Christy. Sorry, she's crying now. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. No, I've been there, done that. It's all good. I love to read.
Yeah.
I would love to paint more, but that requires more time, like bigger chunks of time. So with reading, you know, I can read for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, put the book down, go do something else. With painting, you have to, you know, bring out all your stuff, bring out the water, bring out the paints. So I haven't done very much of that, but in an ideal world, I would.
Well, maybe you will when the kiddos are bigger, when they're older. Yeah, you never know, right? Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Chrissy says Chewy is a cross-stitching king. Yes, he is. Kobe, your daughter looks a whole like you, so adorable. Oh, thank you, Elijah. And you like musicals?
Yes, I do. I've actually started introducing the boys to some of the old school musicals. So,
like which one?
I showed them. Well, it's not as old school, but Sound of Music.
Yes.
I was like, that's. I think it's one of those days where I was sick and we were supposed to do school. So like, we're gonna do something educational. We're gonna watch this movie because it's amazing, and then we'll talk about history a little bit. So that worked out. So we did that.
I like that. Actually. Yep.
The most recent one I showed them is called Royal Wedding. It's got Fred Astaire and Jane Powell, and it's set. It's probably 1950s.
I have not seen that one actually.
I want to say it's really old. I mean, Fred Astaire is from the 40s and 50s.
I'm gonna write this down.
So I mean, I love anything with Fred Astaire because he's very professional and perfectionist, and then he always throws in some really fun dance thing. So in Royal Wedding, he has this thing where in the film, it looks like he's dancing on the ceiling.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's really cool. And they actually like turn the camera while he was there's a whole trick to it, but like it looks like he's dancing on the ceiling. It's really fun.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Okay, hold on. Let's see what they say here.
Oh, I see Brigadoon.
Huh?
Lori's talked about Brigadoon. That's an awesome one. I have seen that. Yes.
Yes. I have not seen that one.
That's Gene Kelly. He's also a very good musical actor. Yeah. Actually, in college, me and some of my friends, we would have these whole long discussions. Who was better, Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire? Go back and forth.
Christy says, what are some of your favorite movies to watch with the boys? Action or animation?
They're doing more animation. I've been enjoying watching the old musicals with them because it's fun for me, and they're always like, oh really? And then about halfway through something hooks them in, and then by the end they're like, oh, that was so fun. I'm like, yes, see, I was right.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, with Noelani, she loves music, so anything that's not singing or dancing or music or whatever, she gets bored. And so she like wants to play or whatever. But when music happens or people start singing, then it's like they have her whole attention. Like all her attention is on that. So one of my favorite musicals is Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston. Have you seen that one?
I have. I love the music in it.
Yeah, exactly. I love the music. Yeah. The music for sure. Yes. I understand where you're going with this. I understand. So when she was a baby, I would put that on because of the music. And she loves the music, but when there's dialogue, same with Hamilton, when they're like talking, she's like, nah. When they start rapping or singing, what? Like any musical that I put on, if it's not singing, forget it. But as soon as they start singing, boom, all her attention.
I think I probably sang more Broadway and musical songs than I did lullabies.
Yeah. Same. Same. Yeah. I should be ashamed of myself, but I don't know too many old school musicals. I know more like you'll find out during the draft. We'll still talk musicals here, but you'll find out. Like I think it's gonna be fun. But I think it's gonna be fun because if you like old school stuff and Lori likes old school, that's gonna be fun.
So Judy just posted about Gene Kelly and Singing in the Rain. That's another really good one.
Yes, I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Oh, I love that. I know that one. Elijah says, if Encanto was a live movie, Coco should be the main character. That's so sweet, Elijah.
I could see you as Mirabelle.
Huh?
I could see you as Mirabelle.
Well, not with my short hair and my glasses.
She has short hair.
She has short hair. Sure. Yeah. Curly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Hannah, yeah, she knows her musicals. Yes. I hope you're gonna be in our draft. That's gonna be fun. Gene Kelly, yes. That's great. Introducing them to something new. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Leno. Yes. I'm gonna make you a list.
Yes.
Of musicals you gotta watch.
Well, just write everyone that we're talking about in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, everybody in the chat. If you love musicals, what's your favorite musical? There you go.
Oh,
have you watched Grease? I mean, that's a stupid question. Not a stupid question, but it's an obvious question. I love Grease. Do you like Grease?
I do like Grease. Yes. The real question though, you asked what's your favorite musical? Is it a movie musical or a stage musical?
You can
Because
do
those are
whatever.
different for me.
You can do whatever. Okay, well, okay. What's your favorite stage musical and what's your favorite movie musical?
Well, I have two favorite stage musicals. Wicked and Legally Blonde. Which they are very
Yes, girlfriend. What?
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, when we went to we've been really lucky and blessed that we've been to New York City a lot. But one time we went and I don't know why we didn't go see Legally Blonde. We went to see, I don't even remember what we saw. It wasn't Chicago. It was something else. So to see, I don't remember. But when I see my picture, I have a picture with the Legally Blonde Broadway flyer, like the whatever, you know. And I was just like, how did I not see that musical live? Oh my god! But I always saw it on TV, and that was fun. I love Legally Blonde. So good. So good. Melanie says she likes Sweeney Todd. You like Sweeney Todd?
I haven't seen that one. I've heard of it. I've seen like little clips of it, but I haven't actually seen the whole thing.
It's really dark.
Yes. Well, I mean, eating people.
It's definitely not for the boys. Don't watch it with the boys.
No.
No, don't watch it with the boys. But it's a good musical. Okay, Lori, I'm gonna get this prepared. I'm brainstorming when it's gonna happen. Judy, you're not a fan of Grease? What? Grease is so good. It's Blade Runner a musical.
Start one, Will.
Oh, let's see. That yet gives me hope. Oh my gosh. Were you ever in show choir or in drama in high school?
No. Being on stage, like, and being, what's the word? Like, I was in regular choir.
Mm-hmm.
So we would do a concert 2 to 4 times a year. I forget how often we did. I think probably 4 times a year each term. And I love that. I love singing and performing like that, but I don't like being individual. Like I like doing it as a group. So I did choir, I did band, which I should have quit band sooner than I did. But but no, I loved theater. I've always loved going to see it. I never really wanted to be in it. My senior year of high school, though, I was the drama TA, which which basically I had the key to the prop room, and during study hour, that was, you know, when people could come ask me for the key, which very rarely they did. So sometimes I would go up there, try on costumes myself. With my best friend, one time
I love that.
we found these like 5-inch heels, which I don't wear heels. I fall over. And but so we were wearing them. We were walking along like the walkway in front of some of the classrooms, just trying to test them out. And everyone else was gone. Like I think it was after school or something. Yeah. And our chemistry teacher was still in the classroom. We didn't realize it. And he heard us and he came and looked out the door and he's like, "Girls, what are you doing?" Nothing. Don't what? Please, we're falling all over. But so while I was the TA, I also helped with the costumes. Like I knew how to like fix a hem and stuff like that. So I hemmed a couple skirts for I think they were doing Music Man or something like that.
Oh, really cool. Yeah, same with me. I was in show choir, of course, but I was never one of the. I was never given a solo, because there was always the favorites, the teachers' favorites. So no matter who auditioned, we knew who was gonna get the who's gonna get the solos.
Yeah.
So, it's high school. But it was a lot of fun in show choir.
Good. Yeah, I say our choir teacher, they tended to give the solos to the seniors, which that's totally fair. I get that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
then my senior year, we did, it was like a West Side Story compilation. And so I got to sing Maria by myself. No, not like the whole song, just Maria.
Oh.
Like when it does
Say,
the
that's
echo thing, Maria, 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 I was
Yeah.
one of the echoes.
Okay. I love that. I was also in drama sometimes. But I would be more in the props, backstage and helping with setting up the stage, and that was pretty fun. But let me see here. Do you and Will make holiday dinner or go out of town for the holidays?
Neither. No, we live very close to a lot of my family, so our house is not big enough to host everyone. So
Mhm.
we go to someone else's house, but we get to stay in town.
Yeah.
We go to someone's house. So.
Remind me what state you guys live in again?
We're in California.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
From Cali. Oh, Nutter is here. What up, Nutter? What's up? Thanks for being here, my friend. So, did you tell me what favorite movie musical you have?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to think of that. Like that's still a tough one. Like I still love everything with Fred Astaire. He was probably my first
Your first love?
Not quite.
Musical love.
It's not like I had his poster on the wall or anything.
Okay.
But no, he was like the first musical actor that I really started enjoying and following. Like I wanted to watch all the musicals he was in.
Yeah.
So I like Fred Astaire. I was trying to think. I really like Mamma Mia. I think that was a really fun musical movie. It's also fun on stage. But I saw it in the round, and so you kept getting people's backs to you, and so I was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't as fun. I liked
fun.
it when they're looking at you the whole time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I saw Wicked twice on stage. I saw it in the oh my God, I forgot the theater. The Bob Theater before they tore it down, and then Dr. Phillips now is like a really big fancy place where they have like amazing musicals, and the stage and the theater is so big that the actual like musicals are like all out. Like they actually have like, so it's almost as close as Broadway, like in New York, almost.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. So I saw Wicked there, and that was amazing. I saw Beauty and the Beast in New York City. I know I saw a couple of other musicals live, but since I don't have that convenience of going to see a budget to go see musicals on stage, that's why I love watching movie musicals, because it's a lot of fun. Have you seen Shrek the Musical?
Shrek the Musical?
It's on Netflix.
Different from just regular Shrek? I see what you're saying. No, we don't have Netflix.
Oh, okay. So. Well, maybe on YouTube you can find it, because it's really fun, and I think the kids might like it if they like Shrek movie.
Yeah, I don't think we showed them that yet.
I don't know if they like it.
Yeah. No, I found a local small theater that is pretty decent. So I've been able to go see, like, that's where I first saw Legally Blonde.
That's awesome.
I saw Mamma Mia there. Like, I saw a bunch of things there. Sacramento has a decent, it's a little pricier. So like for Christmas last year, I asked for tickets to see Anastasia. And so, because their Broadway level, like it's not Broadway because it's not New York, but it's pretty high level. And so my mom and I went to see Anastasia, and that was really fun.
Does she have like the big dress on stage for when they're doing the Once Upon a December?
Oh, Once Upon a December?
when she's singing once upon, like everybody starts dancing
Yeah,
on the
it's a
ballroom.
little different. If you're thinking of the movie, it's a little different. They changed it a little bit.
Okay.
They almost completely took out Rasputin, and they added in the bad guy is now a soldier man
Okay.
who,
Okay.
he's part of the revolution, which Rasputin kind of
Okay.
fueled. So it changes. It takes out the scary magic bat and stuff, and they just have more historical.
Okay. Oh, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. They had a lot of same songs. I think they added maybe one new song in there. And then they did a cool thing with the screens that are kind of off to the side to show passage of time. Like they had a tree, and then they would change the tree leaves to fall, and then the leaves would fall
Oh, that's
off
cool.
while they're singing their song or whatever. So it
That's
was
awesome.
really well done. I liked it.
That's very cool. Yeah, I haven't seen Anastasia live,
Yeah.
of course. That's why I've only seen the movie.
Will and
Chrissy,
I,
that's what I
yeah,
said.
I've I love musicals, and so I always try and go if I can. And so when we went to New York, I was like, "Will, how about Newsies?"
Ah!
So we went to
Oh
see
my
Newsies
gosh.
because he was like, "Okay, that sounds appropriate." So we saw that, and then
With the kids or just but you did
no,
two of you?
we went to New York before kids, so this was kind
Okay.
of like we're gonna start our family soon. Let's go to New York and do all the things. So we walked all over New York and got lost at least
Oh,
once.
that's awesome.
And that was really fun. And then I don't know if I've mentioned this on Will's thing, but I was able to do a semester in London during college.
Ooh,
So
wow.
in London, they
Wow.
have student tickets. And
Oh,
so you
cool.
show up with your student ID and it's like 20 pounds, which I think it's $40 now or something. So
Wow.
I had worked 2 jobs before that summer before, so that I could get as much money as I could, and then I budgeted out. I have, I think it
That's
was
so
however many
awesome.
pounds a week, and then I'm like, oh well, I guess I really want to go see this show this weekend, so I'll
Yeah.
just eat lots of noodles to make it work, and it was great.
That's all. That's what a great experience, though.
Yeah, I
That's
loved
pretty
it.
amazing.
It was one of the reasons why I picked that school because I knew they had this program.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I wanted to go to England, and so yeah, it was amazing.
Wow, that is really, really cool. Lori says, fun fact, my cousin was an extra in the movie version of the Newsies. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
Were they a newsie or what were they?
Oh, thank you, Elijah. You're so sweet. But yeah. Awesome. So my favorite is Wicked, of course.
Yes.
It's Wicked. I am obsessed with Wicked. I cannot wait for the movie that's coming out. I don't want to get my hopes too high because if I get disappointed, it'll be a really, really disappointed.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like be neutral, but I'm really excited because like I'm scared that they might just overdo it or something. I don't know.
I'm curious to see how they're going to divide it into 2 parts because they say that that's what they're doing. But like, where do you split it? I mean, I don't know.
like part 1 and then part 2.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I think
do
they
2
might
movies.
maybe before Defying Gravity, or because in on stage once she sings Defying Gravity, that is intermission.
Intermission, yeah.
So she might, yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
If they stick true to the musical, the Broadway musical, then that's what I'm thinking. If they totally switch everything up, then I have no clue.
Yeah. What I love about on stage musicals though is how well they are at adapting to little hiccups and stuff.
Oh my God, yes.
But I saw Wicked in London, and so when Fiyero is supposed to like swing out onto stage because he's looking for Elphaba, he misses his mark and he swung right past her, and Elphaba's just kind of like, Fiyero, where are you going? It was amazing. Her dying laughing.
I love when that happens and the actors just like keep rolling. That's fun.
Keep rolling.
That's so awesome. Oh, okay. Bye, Elijah. Thanks for being here, my friend. Oh, she's gonna find a picture.
Nice.
All right, Lori, that's cool. That's awesome. So, what do the kids like to do when they're not doing homeschooling?
They are all about the Legos.
Okay, of course.
All about the Legos. Yeah. So, actually, I found I was talking with another homeschool friend about how hard it was to keep the boys sitting still when I'm trying to read stuff to them, because like, we want to learn by reading, and I'm like, well, that's great, but you don't sit still. And so
Yeah.
I was talking to her. She's like, well, with boys, they learn best if they're doing something with their hands while they're listening. I was like, oh, okay. So I set aside a couple little small, just Lego, put them in a little box. These are the school Legos. And so while I'm reading
so
history to
cool.
them, they get to build. They don't get to destroy or to play. They just get to build. And then at the end of whatever I'm reading, they can show each other and show me. And so, like, they've made dinosaurs and Super Mario characters and
Yeah.
all kinds of cool things.
And that works. Like they actually learn something and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely helps with the fidgets,
That's awesome.
which, I mean, I'm sure they were listening while they were fidgeting. It just was distracting for me. So yeah, it has definitely helped a lot. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to with Noelani, I'm like, okay, time to clean up, and she's like, no. I'm just like, what? Come on, let's clean up. No. Okay.
You know what I used to do? I don't need it anymore, but when they were about her age, I would play the cleanup song from Enchanted.
That's what I do. Oh, Enchanted.
Yeah. The happy little working song.
Yes, because I do the cleanup from Cocomelon because she likes Cocomelon.
Okay.
So, oh my god. Oh, so good. Okay. Anybody has seen Enchanted? Because but did you see the second one?
No, I'm hesitant. I've seen the preview for it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, but you can't. How can you do that to Giselle? Like,
can I tell you my opinion without giving any spoilers?
Sure.
I didn't like it.
That's kind of the feel I got from it. That's why I haven't watched it. I love those actresses, but I just, like I said, you can't do that to Giselle. She's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they tried too hard. Well, just like almost any sequel to any movie. Yeah. There's only a few sequels that are good, like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and like National Treasure and all that stuff. But like, there's some movies that they just try way too hard and they screw it up. Pardon my French.
Yeah. I feel very similar to like when they do a movie to a TV show that's ended. And so it's like, oh, hey, we're coming back for a reunion movie. And it's like, well, that's great. But then they try and throw in so many like homages to the show.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, tell your own story. Like, we're just happy seeing the characters.
I agree 100%. Yep. Yeah. Chrissy says, do you have local theaters where you live to take the boys? We have a couple places here that are child friendly and price friendly as well. Curious if you had it locally as well.
We do. There's the one that I go to, like, for me, that I'll go to with, with friends or my mom or whatever. My mom has started going with me, which has been a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a youth theater program that puts on shows 3 times a year. And so I've started taking the boys to a couple of those. So I saw Newsies again because I took the boys to see Newsies because that's a great introduction, and they loved it. And then we also saw SpongeBob SquarePants. Would not have been my choice. They loved it.
I bet they loved it. Oh my gosh, yeah. I saw it last night. Oh my God, listen,
Not a musical, huh?
it's not a musical, but I love the first one. This second one, no,
It was a
I'm
sequel.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Did it have
No.
the sequel problems?
No. Hi, Kristen. Thanks for being here, my friend. I know I'm sure you are exhausted from everything that you have been doing. Miss Busy Pants. Yeah, Christy says, but SpongeBob is age appropriate, at least, you know. But you know, you gave me an idea. I don't even know why I thought about this first, because I mean, there's a high school, which is a high school that I went to, not even 5 minutes from us. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe less than that. But they do a lot of musicals. And I've been curious, like, I don't even know why it didn't occur to me that maybe I could go see those musicals. But I'm just afraid that it might be really, really bad, because sometimes our musicals are really bad. We had the best time. Well, I can promise you it was great. I mean, the singing was amazing, but the singing and acting together, I don't think that was Oscar worthy.
I mean, your daughter won't know the difference.
That's true. That's true.
So,
but I'm like, I got her age. I'm afraid to take her anywhere that we have to sit for 2 hours.
There's always an intermission. But the first time I took the boys to a show, I forgot to pack snacks. And so I had a starving child about halfway through. And so that ruined his experience just a little bit. So I'm like, okay, we have to go to a different show to get you back into musicals. And it worked out. But I was like,
that's good.
Note to self, take snacks.
Yes. Yeah. I think I'm going to splurge a little bit next year and try to go to see at least 2 musicals here in Orlando, obviously, at the Dr. Phillips Center, because I don't go out much. I realize that, like, all I focus on is like work and the baby and Chewy. You know, like, I don't go out as much, and I just like miss doing all that stuff. It's just, you know, budget it's hard. But like, you know, if I plan it in advance, I think I'll be able to do it. I don't know. Just something that I've been thinking about. Hopefully I have the budget.
Well, if you're going to the fancy place, it could be, you know, date night with Chewy. And if you're going to the high school, it's time with your daughter. So either way, you're spending time with someone and getting to see a show.
Yeah. I don't think he might go with me to
Sweeney Todd.
He might go like to see Chicago, or he might go see Sweeney Todd, or he might go In the Heights. Oh my God, he loves the movie In the Heights. So I told him, like, if it ever comes to Dr. Phillips, we're gonna go see it. Because he really, really loved the movie. Because he used to listen to the songs before that, because I have the original Broadway soundtrack, and I was always listening to it while we were together. And he, when the movie came out, he actually he really enjoyed the movie. So I know that's another one that he would go see with me live. So that'd be fun. Have you seen In the Heights?
No, I've seen the preview. I like Lin-Manuel Miranda's work. Like, I like all the songs he puts out. I just haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you should. It's really good. At least watch the movie. It's a little bit, just a tad different from the Broadway, because I don't know if do you want me to tell you or not? But
I'm more likely to watch the movie than the Broadway, because who knows when or if it's gonna come out to California.
So in the Broadway musical, one of the main characters, her mom is alive. In the movie, she doesn't exist.
Oh.
So one of the songs is like really different. So and in the musical, the mom has a solo, and in the movie, no. So it's like, you know, so it was a little different for me. But you guys, I am so sorry that we're talking about musicals, but I knew this was gonna happen. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. I mean, if you want to talk about something else, ask us questions because we could probably talk another hour and 15 minutes about musicals.
I brought my folder. No, because I had like a pile of
Oh my
programs
God.
and stuff. And so finally it's like I'm getting a folder and I just every time I go to show I put it in a clear plastic
I
thing and
do
put
the
it in the
same
bin.
thing, but everything is in storage. I love that. Oh my gosh. That's the best.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is why we clicked. Okay, let's talk about FlipCon. So what did you think about FlipCon? Were you planning on going? How was it not having the kiddos and just you and Will? Did you get enough sleep? Did you have fun? Let's talk about FlipCon for a little bit before we keep talking about musicals.
FlipCon was fun. I went because I wanted to get a better glimpse into this world. Like I kind of, I heard, the voices of the videos he was watching of everyone,
Yeah.
other videos and
Yeah.
and whatnot. And he would talk about, oh, Rachel or Coco, or he would mention these names. So I heard the names, and I recognized some of the voices, but I didn't have faces to go with it all. And so I really wanted to just kind of experience that world a bit and
Mhm.
do it without the kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was fun. I was so tired though. I don't know why. Like it's only a 3-hour time difference. I don't know if it was because my body was just like, "Hey, you're not chasing kiddos. You should be
Yeah.
tired."
Yeah.
I didn't really feel like myself until probably Friday afternoon. Just because I was so exhausted.
Mhm.
On Thursday, I went up and I took a nap. Like,
Yeah, no, but that's because you didn't have to worry about the kids. So you were literally, your body was literally like shutting down a little bit and be like, okay,
it
let's
was.
take a nap. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun. I didn't get to hang out with Will as much as I expected because he was like a little social butterfly. Like, meet all the people. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna hang out here with Coco and Lori and
I think that's exactly how Chewy felt at first until I told him it's okay for you to mingle, and then he started like going after Paul and Ray and like all the guys and like.
Yeah.
But I totally understand how Will felt because I'm sure Chewy was feeling that way because I was like all over the place.
Oh no, Chewy and I had a nice little conversation one time because we're like, where's Coco? Where's Will? Oh, they're over there somewhere.
Yeah, I had to make worth, I don't know, I just had to make every single second, like I had to take advantage of it because it was a big deal. First of all, it's a lot of money, so yes. I saved up for all that, and I wanted to just enjoy every single second that I could. And
which I totally got. I was like, Will, go stretch your wings, meet all the people, but I think I enjoyed most, this is gonna sound weird, but the dinners outside of the retreat. So like we went to dinner with Lori and Kyle and the Stricklands one night, and then we went
to Indian food.
We went with Lori and Kyle and Star another night, and that was really fun. And so just then being able to kind of remove ourselves a little bit away from the conference so we could connect on a little bit of a deeper level was and Scott. We had dinner with Scott one time.
Love that. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, those were fun. Those were a lot of fun when we went out and did that. Yeah. All right, let's see what everybody's saying. And you would be supporting them. You don't have to stay in the front. Yeah. Where are some places you and Will like to go on date nights?
We need to get better at date nights.
Same with Julie and I. We barely go out on dates, and we need to do that.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes we're good, and other times, it's just chaotic. And our go-to sitters are my parents, and so if they're busy, then we have to find someone else. So we have a good Vietnamese restaurant that we like to go to.
Okay.
We've gone to an Outback Steakhouse a couple times. That's really fun. We tend to do dinner because it's the easiest thing to do. Because then you can actually sit and talk. we've done
Yeah.
the occasional movie, but then you're sitting next to each other watching a movie, and
Yeah.
it's fun, but
Yeah.
you know.
I agree 100%. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to be creative, but like budget friendly,
Yeah.
to do date nights. But like, I feel bad because mom is already taking care of Noelani while I'm working. So like, to ask her like, hey, you babysit so Chu and I can go out. I feel bad sometimes. Sometimes she has no problem, and other times, she has stuff to do, or she can't watch the baby, so it's a little challenging. So she goes with us most of our date nights. But she behaves, and we like spending time with her, so it's fine.
It's all good.
It's all good. We finally, and this has been planned in advance, so it's in our budget. We finally booked our hotel for December because we're gonna go to Tennessee, and we're gonna spend a whole week there. We're gonna be returning on the 23rd, getting back on the 23rd.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna have fun, yeah. Because when I was pregnant with her, I was 28 weeks. When we went to Tennessee, we had the best time. We loved it so much. And we said we have to go back with her. And we're going to go this year. And she's 2.5. She'll be 3 soon. But we're probably going to be going to Tennessee a lot because we love it so much. So we're excited to, have date nights with Noelani. But our place that we got, it's like big and spacious, and it's gonna be nice for the 3 of us to go on vacay. So I'm so excited.
Keep in mind, vacation with kids is what I call a trip, as opposed to a vacation.
I know. We went to Puerto Rico with her, so I know.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun, and you have lots of great memories.
Yeah.
But at the end of the trip, you're still very tired.
Oh no, beyond tired. No, we went to we've done trips with her since she was a baby.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not our first time going on a trip with her. It's her first time going to Tennessee with her.
Gotcha.
Going to Tennessee with her. So, but yeah, no, I totally understand what you mean. Like I'm overly tired, even more tired when I come home, but it's worth it for the memories. She might not remember them, but I sure will. So.
Yes.
Let's see. Our dates often involve sourcing. Yeah, basically that when we go out sourcing, that's our date, because after we're done sourcing, then we go eat lunch. So that's nice. Yeah, for sure. Do you like going sourcing? Do you go sourcing with Will?
Generally not. Just because trying to take 3 boys to a yard sale
yeah, it's challenging.
It's a bit much. And so I generally stay home. He'll sometimes take one out with him just to kind of let them experience it, which is they absolutely love.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just so good at it. Like, he'll come home and he's like, "Oh, I got this deal, and this was free." And I'm like, "How do you get free stuff almost every single time?" I mean, it's not every time, but like,
yeah.
No, yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's great. Let's see. Do you have any plans to go to any other reseller conventions soon?
Not soon. Yeah, it's like you said, it was very expensive, and so I think Will would probably go to the next one, whichever one he goes to next, will probably by himself, and then maybe a couple years down the road, maybe we'll see. Yeah. once I understand more of this world, like, because they're like some of the talks, I'm like, I don't know what that word is. like all the technical jargon and stuff. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. So
yeah. Our next trip, hopefully it'll be, well, we would like to go to Reseller Rally next year because it's just a 1 day.
Yeah.
So we could stay like overnight, like drive and then overnight. I don't know, but for sure Vegas next year. So if you can make that happen, talk to your mother-in-law or your mom and be like, "Hey, I'm going with Will to Vegas." That'd be so Oh my gosh, we would have so much fun. If we had fun at FlipCon, we're gonna have fun at Vegas. I mean, I'm just saying.
And there would be less of a time difference.
Exactly. Yeah, for you guys. Yeah, it's just How what's the drive to go?
Oh, I don't
for
know.
you guys. Probably not that long, right?
It's probably a day.
A day drive, really?
I don't know. I can Google it right now.
Yeah. I'm curious. We would definitely fly this time because we like driving to different states, but we're probably definitely gonna fly this time. Nutter. I took myself out to lunch last week, had baked haddock. That's good. I like that you took yourself out on a date. I like that.
The fastest route is 8 hours, but that's not with any stops or anything.
That's not bad. That's like us driving to Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Will says, I draw the line at fun. No fun, ever. Chrissy asks, how close is the beach?
It's a couple hours. So it's tough to do in one day.
Really?
Well, because it's a couple hours there, and then it's a couple hours back, and that's just a lot of driving for us in one day.
Okay.
So was it 2 summers ago? We drove to the coast and we booked a hotel for I think 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
And this was where I Googled it. I looked at the beach. I'm like, look how close the hotel is to the beach.
God.
Well, I didn't realize because the map didn't tell me that there was this rather steep drop off between the hotel and the beach.
Oh my God.
So we hike out. We took the trail. We get to the cliff. And we're like, is there a path anywhere? And so it was like a, steep. So, and this was 2 years ago. So the boys are all 2 years younger.
Yeah.
So Will was like carrying them all down because we were going to the beach. And so we get down there and we had fun. We explored, we found some tide pools and whatnot. It was rather cold. So it wasn't really California beaches tend to be kind of cold.
Okay.
Especially in Northern California. And so I'm like, Will says 40. I thought it was 20. Yeah, it was pretty it's pretty steep. And so and we're not in hiking shoes. So like I'm in sandals, so my feet are slipping. It was horrifying. And so we finally get down, we're like, we're having this all fun. I'm like, wait a second. We have to get back up. So we have, our towels and our beach toys. But we had wandered down the beach. And so we're like, well, let's look for the nearest, semi path. Because there are other people who come down the cliff and go to the beach. So we find kind of a little path up and we managed to get up and we realized we're nowhere near a hotel.
Oh my God.
So we had to find the road and walk down the road. Well,
it's an adventure.
It was an adventure, yeah.
That's all I can say about that. What are you doing up?
No.
Oh my God. Hi, come here. Say hi to Hannah. Come here. Say hi. And then you gotta go to bed. Say hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hola. Dile hola. Oh my God. It's way past her bedtime. We usually have her asleep like by 7:30, but today she's having a little bit of a challenge. No.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the two who are supposed to be in bed by 8 o'clock are in bed when we're done.
What time is it over there now?
It's 7 o'clock right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. It's 10 o'clock, so it's way after midnight. I hope that she sleeps tonight. Go with Puppy. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Oh Lord Jesus. All right, let's see.
Judy has a comment.
Yeah, I'm getting there. This one?
Nope.
Oh.
About Anaheim.
Where is it?
Four from the bottom. Yeah,
There you
go. SoCal beaches are a lot nicer. You can like walk right onto the beach from the parking lot. The water is a bit warmer. So I went to college down in Southern California. So I went to the beach a couple times there, and it was very different from the beaches up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like us, like the East Coast. Where am I? I don't know. Daytona beaches. Daytona Beach is okay, but like my favorite beaches are like Sarasota, Saint Petersburg. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, time to go to bed.
Go, come on. And come on.
Go to bed. Let's go.
Go.
I'm going to sleep.
Sorry, you guys. Sorry, everybody.
I'm going to sleep.
Today is an interesting night.
Aww.
Bye, baby. Love you. Bye. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the beaches closest to us are not my favorite. The ones that are like 2 hours away, those are my favorite. So it's not like we can, if we go to the 2 hour drive, it's like it's quite a day, like you say.
Yeah.
It's challenging. So yeah. Look who's in the chat. Hey Shayan, how are you, my friend? Let's see. Literal clips. 40 feet drop. Oh my god. Yes, Shagan, it's Will's wife. Her his beautiful wife. You met her at FlipCon. Hopefully. You guys met.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
I met a lot of people. Oh no.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Well, my mind does exaggerate things. Maybe you were right, but I remember an epic drop. Yeah, she is still up, you guys. She put Chewy to bed. Yep. She does look like you, Coco. What does she act? Who does she act like? Chewy. It happens live on Coco and Chewy. Yeah, sorry, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. So what's your favorite thing? Beach or mountains? The beaches or the mountains?
The bed.
Uh
Go to sleep.
I like the idea of the beach. Like, I don't know. Like when we go to the beach, it's fun. It's just a lot of work. So when we go to the mountains, it's more fun because it's less work. If that makes sense. Yeah, like one year, my parents Airbnb'd a cabin up in the mountains, and we went with them, and it was snow. Like, so we could basically the kids could go out in the backyard and play in the snow.
Yeah.
And then the adults would take turns. Like, okay, you go out for 10 minutes. No, you go out for 10
Oh no.
We'd rotate through so the adults could warm up and still play with the kids. And they had a blast.
Yeah.
And so it was, I love the feel of the mountains, the fresh air, the pine trees, the potential snow.
That is very true. Yep.
So I don't know. I like both. They both have their. Will would say, you're being indecisive, but I can like both, Will.
Let's see. Oh, Judy says, I went to awesome garage sales yesterday. I got a Coach and a Dooney. What? And Christian Dior men's suit. Judy, that's amazing. Okay, let's talk about Dooney Burks. That's in one of my BOLO lists. Like, I would love to find a Dooney Burke purse because every time I see somebody find one, it's like amazing, and it's like they go for a lot of money. Even though I'm like scared of buying purses because I'm scared of like being fake, and I am not good at finding and knowing the difference. I mean, a little bit. I guess I might. I don't know. But one time I went to the bins with Savvy Thrifty, and in my mind I was like, okay, Coco, I want you to find Dooney Burke and some some Lily Pulitzer, and we were there. We went to Two Bins, and of course, Savvy, she's like, Coco, look, and I had not told her about like what I wanted to find, right? Because I don't want to jinx it or anything. She's like, Coco, guess what I found? Look, and she found a Dooney and Burke purse. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like I was happy for her, but I was like, god dang it. And then not even 10 minutes later passed, and she comes back, Coco, I found another one. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And she also found Lily. Like, I was just like, oh, I need to be more specific next time. I want to find her.
One was found, just not by you.
Yeah, no, but like, but I was really happy for her. But like, I would love to find those out in the wild someday. Let's see. Oh, speaking of, I'm still here watching you ladies on the TV, but my iPad is in the charger, so I can't type. Oh, it's okay. Thanks for being here, my friend. I know, right? That's amazing. She only paid $5 for the Dooney and $6 for the Coach. Oh my god. That's amazing. Look who's here. Red Dirt Picker. What's up? Oh my gosh. Hey. Listen, I apologize because we've been talking like mom stuff and homeschooling and musicals. Almost nothing of reselling.
Sorry, guys.
We're having the best time. I love this. Yeah, that was fun. I was really happy for her, but dang it for me. Oh man, that was awesome. So what was the question that I wanted to ask? Okay, let's talk about like zombies. If the zombie apocalypse happened, would you run up to the mountains or would you go straight to the beach?
Well, can the zombies swim?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Nope, I guess.
If you can go into the water, then that's probably safer.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a question that I ask people because I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would go to the beach or the mountains.
I feel like if I went to the mountains, I would have more resources. But yeah, if the zombies can't swim, then you could just stand offshore a little bit and be safer. I don't know.
Yeah, zombies probably like won't swim, but like they get in the water, you know, they'll probably like walk on the bottom of the. I don't know. It's just a funny question I like to ask because I love zombies. I love zombie movies, zombie shows. By the way, I started watching Fear the Walking Dead again, and I love the first season and second season, but then it gets so dumb. I
haven't seen it.
I don't know why, but I don't know. And then The Walking Dead, I stopped watching it after Negan did his horrible thing that everybody knows he did with his back. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, that was my zombie little speech there that I love to talk about. Okay, let's see. I meant I want you to find some for me. Right? What do you think we would talk about, Coco? What do you mean? And like if you would be
other than musicals and
I know, right? I love musicals so much. Like, and they make me happy. Music makes me happy. If I could sing instead of talk, like if I could sing all the time instead of talking, that'd be me. And instead of walking, I would dance all the time. That'd be me. My life would be a musical.
I'll dance around sometimes, and the boys will be like, "Mom, stop." I'm like, "No, you don't have to dance, but I can dance if I want to." Like,
exactly.
You can't stop me.
What kind of music do you like to listen to besides musicals?
A variety. I like country music. I like some R&B. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. It's easier to say what I don't like. I'm not really into rap because I can't really understand what they're saying, and I like to be able to understand what I'm listening to, and if I like it, I like to be able to sing along, which I can't rap, so
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
yeah. So I like music that I can understand and that I can sing along to, and that I I don't know, that I want to hear. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
Hmm. Yeah,
so lots of different genres that sing about different things, and
that's awesome.
which have you seen Trolls 2?
Hmm.
Where they visit the different kinds of trolls.
I love it. I love that
That's awesome.
so much. So good. I cannot wait for the one that's coming out soon. Can't
Yes.
wait.
Yes, that'll be fun.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Chrissy has another question.
Oh.
Has Will brought anything home that you have kept instead of list and sell?
I mean, there's sometimes he'll bring home books and I'll read them and then put them in the to list pile. Occasionally, like if he brings home like a bunch of movies that we're like, oh, we're gonna lock these up. Oh, well, let's keep this one and that one. But for the most part, no.
No?
I don't think so.
Will, I'm sorry, I didn't see this. They Dawn of the Dead. Or what's NOTLD?
Night of the Living Dead, I think.
Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead? Maybe? Because Dawn of the Dead, they'll go in the water. They can't swim, but they go in the water, I think.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Build a boat to get deep enough out.
Maybe 28 days later. They are fast stinkers. I know. Or World War Z, they're fast. Yeah, no. Yeah. If the zombie apocalypse happens, I hope they are so slow. Because I'm not kidding you, the people that are the least healthiest are gonna be gone real fast. I don't want to be in that.
Like the old school ones where they walk around with their arms in front of them.
Yeah, like they're slow. That I think I could survive in that apocalypse. I don't think I could survive in the one that they're like really, really fast.
I don't tend to watch zombie movies very often because I don't like scary.
Yeah.
Because then, especially if it's like scary off screen, then my imagination takes it too dark.
Yeah. It's the same with Chewie.
The one zombie movie I have watched is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
That was so bad.
It was a fun 2 hours.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like Pride and Prejudice to me. So I was like, well, if it's not Pride and Prejudice, it's just a story on its own, then sure.
Yeah, I saw it and I was just like, okay. I mean, in a way, it was entertaining. Not gonna lie, because it was an interesting concept, like them dressed that way and then like zombies happening. Like that was pretty cool. But like, it was some parts were like bad. I was like, come on. But it was good. It was good. Ooh, vampires! I love vampires. Yes, I love me some vampires. Yes.
The kids have been getting into mythology, like learning about like, oh, vampire, whatever. And they're like, well, how does this apply to a vampire? I'm like, well, it depends on what you're watching. Different shows and movies have different rules for some of these things.
That is very true. That is very true. Vampires are awesome. Yes. But I also love a good zombie-ish like Santa Clarita. Oh, Santa Clarita Diet on Netflix. I know you don't have Netflix.
I want to.
It's Drew Barrymore. So.
Yeah. The other zombie thing I have watched is I think it's called iZombie. Oh,
yeah.
She's like she works in the morgue and she eats the brain and helps like find clues and stuff.
Solve cases. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I really liked that show until the ending. The last episode was just like horrible. Because the way that they rushed it, ending it, you know. But that usually happens when, you know, when they're canceled. Yes, Drew Barrymore. I used to be obsessed with Drew Barrymore. I had all her movies. I knew everything about her life, as if she was like the only person in the world. I love Drew Barrymore. I'm over it now.
Oh,
I'm over celebrities. They're just too much. But when I was young, like probably like 10 years ago and before that, for like ever, I was obsessed with her. No. My favorite movie was like Charlie's Angels. Of course, E.T. I still love E.T. You gotta love E.T. Same, still do. Yeah, I haven't even seen her show. Like she has a talk show, and I don't even.
I've seen clips.
Yes, she did.
Like it'll pop up on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really fun because she's very what's the word? Like not quite touchy feely, but like she's always like sitting up right close to them or like getting right in their face. That must. I'm glad she's comfortable, but I wonder how comfortable they are. Like,
I think they expect that of her, so I think they're like
they're prepped
it
ahead of
doesn't
time.
bother them because she probably warns them before. They're like, you guys know how I am, right? So
That's true.
So, I don't know, but yeah, some of her clips are cute. Yeah, so
Yeah.
some are cute, some are cute. But yeah, oh my god, this is the best. We've been talking about musicals, vampires, zombies. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Let's talk
don't
about
forget werewolves.
Mhm.
I just finished watching Teen Wolf, the show.
The show. Okay, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one. The show. I saw the movie, of course.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. What I liked about, I mean, it's teenagers, right? It's in the title, teen. But what I liked about it was even though the teens are the main characters and they're trying to solve the problems, the parents are still involved. Because
Mhm.
there's a lot of those supernatural shows where it's like your teen is now supernatural and they don't need you anymore. Like, wait a second, they still are not fully developed mentally. They need to grow a little more. They need some help. They need some support. Like,
Yeah.
where are these parents? So I like that show that the parents were very, very involved and started helping. Like once they got clued in, once the teens finally opened up to their parents, they had good relationships with their parents. And they, once they opened up, then the parents were helping them and also at the same time be like, are you sure? Like, let's think this through.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really enjoyed that.
Hey, Joe, what's up? What's up? Oh my gosh. Okay. I was hoping you guys would pop in for a little bit. I got my RR. I got a reselling champion. Oh my gosh. And the best part. What?
Oh, names on the back.
What? Our own personalized. Oh my gosh. This just Nicole and Joe, you guys, if you don't know who they are the most amazing couple ever. And I love them so much. And they're just amazing. And I got stickers from them. I'm so excited. And a beautiful note from them. I just love them so much. And they are going to be on our show soon. So I am so excited. Soon, like weeks in advance. I prepare, like I do my schedule like way in advance in case anything happens. But I was just so excited to have them on soon. Yes, fancy. I'm so, oh my gosh, it's just so cool. I love them so much. Anyway, that was a little, I just wanted to say thank you to them. Oh, it was just so much fun. Did you see that game, Hannah?
No, I've heard you guys talk about it, and Will actually got some mail from them the other day because he won something, I think. But I haven't had a chance. It's hard to keep up with all the videos you guys post. So
I know. Yeah, that is very true. But they, every 2 weeks, I believe, they do a game show. But it's like reselling, but like The Price is Right and like Wheel of Fortune and like Jeopardy, and it's so much fun. It's so good. They're so creative because like they also have like a commercial break, and it's like Joe or Nicole doing something crazy that it's so good. It's so funny. They're gonna be at Boss and they're gonna do it live over there. So Oh my God, I
Nice.
hope I do not miss that. I really want to watch that. It's so cool. It's so cool. Sorry, that was my little speech there. Oh my goodness. So, do you have anything planned for Christmas? Are you gonna stay home? Are you gonna go to anything?
We'll do family stuff. My siblings are coming into town for it, so
Good.
should be good.
And for Halloween, do you guys do anything or stay home?
We tend to stay home. We'll we get in costumes and we drive to my parents' house and show off our costumes.
Yeah.
And then my mom's group that I'm in, we meet at my church. And so what we do the week of Halloween, the kids come in their costumes. So we're like, well, they have them, let them wear them. And so they come in
Yeah.
their costumes. And then after the mom's group meeting, we take the kids through the church office. And
Oh,
then
that's
all the staff
awesome.
have candy and they'll like trick or treat in the office. So it's like a
Love
little
that.
safe environment for them to experience that. So
I
that's
was
fun.
just gonna say that. Safe environment. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this whole month, I kind of decorated our loft a little bit. Like we have Benny. This is our Puerto Rican Halloween Benny because we got him in Puerto Rico. And then Chewy wanted to showcase like our little like pumpkin decor. And then we have like, of course, Nightmare Before Christmas right there. And our little pumpkin up there. And like the lighting is gonna be like this, a little bit darker for Halloween. And then every live I'm gonna wear like a Halloween shirt and Halloween pants. So like I have this shirt.
Okay. Halloween
This
party.
is the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween shirt from 2018, I think, or I don't know, 2019, before everything went too crazy. And then I have like really fun pants, like pumpkin pants.
Aw.
So every live I'm gonna have something Halloween.
Nice. We do
Yeah.
also carve the pumpkins, which
Yes.
turns into me carving my pumpkin,
Yeah.
the boys designing their pumpkins, and then Will carving their pumpkins.
That's so fun. That's so fun though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My mom just sent me a Instagram page of a farm. It's a really weird name for a farm. But they have like mommy and me pumpkin painting, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't know how much it is, but I think that'd be fun for Noelani to do. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out safe stuff to do that's budget friendly or free.
We went to a birthday party last year where one of the activities was painting a pumpkin, and the kids loved it. They just were all smacking paint on and
Yeah,
dripping it everywhere and having a blast.
that's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm sure she would love doing the painting, the pumpkin painting, I guess, because that's gonna be so messy. She loves making a mess. She loves making a mess. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh. At 2 years old, were they like that? Like they made a mess and they didn't care? They didn't want to clean it up?
Well, I mean, with toys, yeah, they would kind of spread their toys out over the whole floor. They've never been really big on getting stuff on their hands. So like they've never been into finger painting or anything like that. So when they paint, like if it gets on their hands, like, oh no, and they'll wipe it off. And so thankfully painting is it's not too scary.
It's the same with her though. If her hands get dirty, she's like, she starts freaking out. I'm just like, okay, calm down. Like she freaks out. She stops whatever she's doing. She's like, and she goes like this, like showing me like, oh my god. Oh no. She says, oh. And I'm just like, dude, seriously, you're still. It's either just food or just toys or whatever. And I'm just, I love her though. But she makes a lot of mess. But like her toys and stuff, She's pretty good, like, with everything else.
We've tried to, from a young age, be like, okay, well, if you're done with whatever you're playing with and you want to play with something else, let's put that away first. Which, I mean, they're still learning, but
that's what I'm trying to do right now.
But yeah, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm.
You know, today some Legos got broken because they left them out and went to go play something else, and the Lego got stepped on.
Oh no.
So there was some sadness, but
Aw.
yeah.
Did they understand? Like, did they learn their lesson, or they're still gonna do it?
I don't know if they learned or not. It was, yeah.
I get it.
We'll see.
It happens. Do the boys have any favorite YouTubers if they are allowed to watch it?
Daddy.
That's a good answer.
No, we don't tend to, well, we don't like watch specific people with them. Like they like to watch cat videos or dog videos, stuff like that. So they don't really know, oh, this person talks about this or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
I thought of one. They watch Bobo PE. It's this guy who does these little like PE for kids, and so you know do squats, do jumping jacks, and he themes it, and so they like that.
That's awesome.
Like you can either participate or not watch. You can't just sit here and watch him tell you to do jumping jacks. You have to actually do the jumping jacks.
Yeah, no, Alani gets really, really bored when we watch reselling content. She's like, Baby Shark or Cocomelon or Minnie Mouse? Or
well, they're starting to know who you are, Coco.
Really?
Because we put I think it was it when Will was on it, we put it up on the living room TV.
Aww.
And so we watched Daddy talk to you, and then they've seen me watch it a little bit, like, cause I'll watch your things like later on in the week.
Yeah.
so like I might be watching something like, oh, is that Coco? I'm like, yep, that's Coco.
Oh, I love them. Well, tell them I say hi. I hope I meet them one day. Yeah, no, can we talk about Will for a second when he was on my live? Okay, I don't know what the heck was wrong with my phone. I'm actually using my phone now, so something happened that it got fixed by itself. I don't know what happened. But your husband, he's amazing, and he as I just went off screen, I was just like, crap. And he handled it so well. So professional. He just kept the ball rolling until I figured what the heck was happening with my computer, with my camera. I told him thank you so much, like after we ended, because he was amazing. I was so stressed, and he was just like, okay, well then, and he was like talking to the people like nothing. I was just like, this guy's amazing. Thank you, God. It happened the perfect timing when he was on, because it was. Love your husband.
I do too.
Yeah, good. You better.
Chrissy has a comment. Yes, we actually do know Mark Rober. We've watched his squirrel videos. He makes squirrel obstacle courses in his backyard, and it is so hilarious and amazing. And he does research into squirrels, and he'll tell you all these squirrel information. Then you're also watching these squirrels like jump from obstacle to obstacle, and it's a lot of fun.
That actually is really cool. I've never heard of Mark Rober or Robert, whatever. Never. She says, OMG, the squirrel is hysterical.
Yeah, so he did it for three summers. He does one for each summer, because he builds these massive, like, it takes up his entire backyard, and he'll do tests. Like one time he tested what kind of nuts the squirrels want, and then that's the nut he put in as his bait. And it was so much fun. But then the third one, he did Squirrel Olympics, and so he had like teams of squirrels, and he named the squirrels, and it was a lot of fun.
That's cool. That's so cool. Yeah, Chrissy, you can go ahead and put that link. He did it because of COVID. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think he started doing it, like, that's what he started on, and then
Yeah.
he started doing more things and making more things, and he was like, "Hey, I should make a living off of it."
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to brainstorm on what other ways I can bring home the bacon per se besides the reselling, because it's always good to have many different
Yes.
income sources, not just one. Like Scott says, don't put all your bread in one basket. I guess, is that the same? I don't know what the saying is,
All
but don't.
your eggs in one basket.
And that is so.
Yes,
Your
because
eggs
if
in one
bread
basket.
falls out of the basket, it's okay, you just brush it off.
The eggs, yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Exactly. There you go. So that's what I meant
Also,
to say.
Will needs to clarify, I don't know what gravy and potato he's talking about. We didn't eat that for dinner.
But there you go. Thanks, Christy. Thank you. But yeah, let's see. Don't put all your chickens in one basket. Yeah, sorry. Listen, my first language is Spanish. Okay, so I have to think in Spanish first and then speak in English. So I apologize if what I say doesn't make any sense.
Well, he's just being
Treat your
goofy
basket
about
like your basket. Oh, where's Rachel when you need her here? That's hilarious. What were you gonna say, honey?
Oh, I forget. When we had our first kid, we joked, "Oh, yeah, if it happened more than 7 days ago, can't expect us to remember it." We had the third kid, and we're like, "Oh, if it happened more than 7 minutes ago, you can't expect us to remember."
Yeah, no, I don't know how you do it with 3 boys, because I love my daughter, but Noelani is a lot. Like, my sister came home for like a week for her birthday, and she's like, she was happy, she was spending time with Noelani. and I was just like, yeah, you want to babysit? Like, you want to take her? She's like, no, this is the best part of being an auntie. I get to give her back to you. I was just like, yeah, I bet, because it's a lot. It's like 24/7. But they had a lot of fun with her, and Noelani had a blast with them. But yeah, you're amazing for raising 3 boys, and you're homeschooling and staying at home. Like, that's amazing. I hope I can do that, because I've been thinking about doing homeschooling, because there's a lot of, I'm not gonna get into it here, but there's a lot of
That's all
stuff
you gotta
out
say.
So, I don't want her learning stuff that I don't, agree with and stuff. So, yeah, I've been thinking about homeschooling, and so, but it's a lot. Like, just thinking about it gives me anxiety, because it's like one other thing that I have to like do, on top of like the business and YouTube and taking care of Noelani, and then also teaching her. So it's kind of like trying to find a balance and keeping my anxiety level controlled.
Because they don't have to go to school until kindergarten, so you could test the waters, so to say, for preschool. Oh, let's learn some letters, and you just do a little bit. And even as parents, you naturally do it when you read to your kid.
Oh
or
yeah,
you,
no, yeah.
that sort of thing. So it's like when you start it young. I overdid it, like, because I was like, oh, we're gonna homeschool, and yeah, they don't need to learn all that stuff for kindergarten. It's okay.
Yeah.
Dial it back. Dial it back.
Yeah, no, with her, she knows her ABCs, so she knows her ABCs. She counts 1 through 20 in English and 1 through 10 in Spanish.
Oh, see, she's ahead of my 4-year-old, so it's all
Yeah. So, we do teach her, and she tends to I think she tends to grasp, I guess, or learn what we teach her. So I do try to teach her a little bit, and it is good. It does. I do like it. It's just, once you have a curriculum or whatever, Like, okay, this is what you gotta teach. Da, 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 da. It's like, oh god. Or I can
But
just do whatever homeschooling
it's
I want.
not.
Just teach her whatever I want.
You don't have to keep your curriculum, and that's something I'm having to learn. If it doesn't work, change it,
Yeah,
and you can because you're the teacher.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Amber sent me one. The Beacon Preacher's wife. She sent me one that I really liked. And there's another one. I think it's called Abeka or something.
yeah.
I don't know. And so that's another one that I was looking into. Some are really expensive. Some homeschooling curriculums are ridiculous, and there's others that are free, and there's others that are, you know. So I'm doing my research now so that when I am ready, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and there is a lot out there. And just finding what works for you. Like, I don't know. And it changes from year to year. What we were doing, how we were doing school last year is completely different from how we're doing it this year. Because they told me, like, we want to do the reading thing. So I found this curriculum called Sunlight, where it's literature based. And so you read to your kid, and they have discussion questions and stuff like that. But they're learning through stories.
I like that.
And it's they like it.
I like what Lori says. Like, she says that it scared me too before we started, but she loved it and she has 0 regrets. And she had was it 4 kiddos? Lori, I think she did 4 kids. She taught 4 kids. So that's I don't know how you guys do it.
I'm already a little stressed out about how I'm going to do 3, because the youngest is in a local preschool.
Yeah.
And then once he starts kindergarten, then I'll start homeschooling him too. And I'm like, oh, how am I going to do 3?
Yeah. Because they're learning different stuff, right? Like, they're like doing their own work, or you're teaching both of them the same thing at the same time, or like,
it depends
how do you do it with, like?
Yeah, so we do science all together. So I have these kits, and it comes with the experiments and the information and the questions, and it's all in one box, which is great.
Fun.
And so we do that for science. And then history, we're doing a lot of the same history and geography. I love doing geography, so we do a lot of geography every year. So we read that stuff together, but it's the math that's separate because they're at different levels. And
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, and our oldest, he loves to share his knowledge, and so he tries to teach his brothers stuff that they're not ready for. And I'm like, well, no, can I teach them first, and then you can teach them that stuff?
That's cute. Christy says, as a mom with 3 kiddos, do you schedule alone time with each of them? That's a really good question. Like, give them attention.
I wish.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Just because I'm kind of how to put it. Will has his day job, and then he's also doing the reselling thing. Yeah. And so we're focusing more on getting Will scheduled in one-on-one time with the boys.
Which is important too.
Yeah. So so during the day, like, I'll get little snippets. Like, I'll get 5 minutes with this kid because they came out and they wanted a hug or whatever. This kid wanted me to read a book, so I get little snippets of one-on-one. But it's just harder for me to do that.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. Well, Will says, I grew up on Abeka. It works. Cool. I'm gonna pick your brain on this later in the future, Will, on private conversation. I don't want to bore everybody here. Yes, we homeschooled 4 kids from kindergarten to graduation. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. And I only have 1 child. So and just thinking about it already is like stressing me out. I haven't even done it.
Yeah. When we got married, Will was like, I want to homeschool our kids. And I said, okay. Because he was homeschooled for a long time. Yeah. And then I had a kind of a hodgepodge of different types of schooling. So I had some homeschooling. I went to a private school for a semester. I had my international school that I was in for most of the time. I did a homeschool charter one time, which was horrible. Like, that was the worst experience. That that
Wow.
semester. So I had a whole bunch of different styles. And so I was like, okay, well, let's wait and see, because each kid is different.
Exactly.
You have to kind of see how the kid learns, see how you can handle homeschooling, because there's some parents who can't, and that's okay.
I know.
So I was like, well, let's just wait and see. And I told him, I said, your mom homeschooled you and she worked and she is incredible. I am not your mom. Like, I cannot work and homeschool like at a day job. And so we got to that point where it's like, okay, it's time for me to step down out of my day job, and it's perfect timing. Oldest is starting kindergarten. Let's try it. And so far it's worked. We have, it's still learning curve. We have to deal with attitudes, but I feel like there would be attitudes at normal school too, because a kid wants to sit there and listen. So I was like, well, like, guys, think of it this way. You're doing very similar stuff, but in a shorter amount of time. That means you get to play more, and you get to go do fun things and have fun classes and stuff like that. So
when we were very blessed growing up, because we traveled a lot with our parents. And they never had to ask permission from the school when we were homeschooled. Like, we're going. Let's just go. We do our homework in the airplane, or we do our homework at the hotels for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then the rest of the time was like fun and sightseeing. So that's another thing that catches my attention, because when I was homeschooled, even when I was in regular school, whatever, they didn't care, because the teachers knew my parents, and then they knew that we were gonna do homework regardless. Like, we would take it with us or whatever. But so that's another thing that I really homeschool interested in, because I want to teach her what I think it's what I want her to learn. And also, like, I don't know, just like if we want to travel or whatever, and and I want to make sure that she's being taught the right things, and not being, I don't know, it's just very different. My mindset is just very different than a lot of people, the way that I was brought up. So I want her to experience what I would experience. Like, my mind is so open, and I've seen so many amazing things, and that's because of my parents. And so I want to give that to Noelani, and I don't know if I could do that with her being in school, depending on what school and this and that. I don't know. It's just, I mean, it probably could not be anything. And I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. But I don't know. I think homeschooling is more. It's more my thing, especially now for what I'm seeing that kids are being taught in school now. It's kind of scary. So. Yeah. Lori, the mysteries hidden inside this balding head never end. I love all that you and Will have done and continue to do. It's amazing. Aww. I agree 100%.
Thanks.
This is why I wanted you here, because I knew that I was gonna pick your brain. Yes. Judy says, I let 2 of my kids homeschool, and it was a fail. I was working full time, and they didn't do their work. They did eventually graduate, but better to start homeschooling early in their life. Yeah, that's why I'm starting it now, like with like the ABCs and the numbers. And she knows a little bit of Spanish and English because my parents speak to her in Spanish. So yeah.
Well, and it's hard. Like the charter experience I mentioned, like I was in 11th grade, and it was just first semester, and I was basically teaching myself. My mom was working, my dad was working from home, so he was available if I had a question. But I was basically just trying to keep up, because we were back in the States, and I was trying to keep up with my school overseas. And so I was trying to teach myself like 8 different subjects. So I felt like I was doing school 24/7.
Oh, wow.
I got behind in a couple subjects.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. I hated it, because it was hard to motivate at that age. I was doing it all myself, and like, we're not doing it that way. Like, so, but we have our charter now, but it's a better support system than the one I was on in high school. And so it's it works for us right now.
That's good. Yeah. I'm leaning more towards that. Chewy is still on the fence because he's never done homeschooling. He's never even thought about it. He always knew that when it's time to go to school, he's gonna go to school. And I was just like, I don't think that way. I don't know. So that's something that we have to see. So many changes too. It's good that you keep your options open. Yeah, exactly. My son was 11th grade and daughter was sophomore, so totally they were on their own. Yeah, and I feel like every kid learns differently. So that attention would be amazing to them, to give them that attention instead of if it's a school that has so many kiddos and I don't know, it's just different.
There's some times where I'll be like, okay, you can do this part on your own while I focus on the other kid. So I do have them do some things on their own, but for the most part, I'm sitting right there with them.
Yeah.
Walking them through, asking the questions, trying to get them to think about what it's actually asking. Because sometimes they're like, I don't know. I'm like, well, that's not an answer. Let's think about it. Let's talk about it. That sort of thing.
Yeah. So. And I'm sure the 10-year-old is a lot easier to do schoolwork on his own, even though you're there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a little more independent. It's really cute. I'll just tell a little story on him. I'm teaching him cursive because I feel like it's a dying art and he should know how to do it. Yes. So I've been teaching him cursive and he's actually enjoying it for the most part. I mean, it's just a little I'll have a little writing sheet. So he's learning the letters. But he made a picture for my dad's birthday and on the back he signed it in cursive. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome. Kudos for you to do it. Yes. That's awesome. I want to teach her cursive as well. And I am teaching her a little bit of sign language, American Sign Language. I want to teach her a little bit more, just because I feel like that's a little important. You never know if you had an opportunity to help somebody or just, you could use it in the future or something. I don't know. I wish I would have known more than I do now. I don't know that much. My sister, the middle one, she knew a lot for a while, but she forgot a little bit about it. But I feel like that's important.
Will and I both took it in college, so we know a little bit of it. We're we're getting kind of rusty though because we don't use it very often. But I tried to teach it to the older two, and we always did baby signs with all three of them. But we tried to teach them. So we tried to teach them one year, and so we sat down. We learned a new sign every week, and I let them pick some signs. We learned a lot of dinosaurs and tigers and stuff like that, but also some basics. But then it was just it was one of those things where I realized I needed to cut it out for now because it was just getting too intensive, and I wanted to make sure that homeschooling was still fun for them. So it's like, well, this is a good skill to have.
That makes sense.
We need to roll it back for just a little while.
For sure. No, that makes total sense. When we were homeschooled, well, we were well, money wise, my parents we were comfortable, and so mom hired a teacher to teach us just because it was, she just wanted to see how we go. And it was a lot of fun having a teacher come to the house. We had our own classroom, mom went all out, and it was just a really, really awesome experience. But I'm really glad that we had both experience. We had experience going to homeschool. We went to private school and we went to public school. I had all the experiences. And so it was really nice to see all the pros and cons of each way of going to school, I guess, But even when we were homeschooled, a lot of people feel like, oh, your child's not going to be social or whatever. We were more social homeschooling than when we're going to public school or private school.
Yeah, we're very intentional about socializing, and not just for them, but for me. I'm like, I'm home all day. I need some friends too. So like I have the moms group, and as started a homeschool co-op, and it's a very small little thing, but so we meet with them every other week, and we do art and PE, so they can learn the team sports that they can't do at home because there's 2 to 3 kids. So that way they can get more experience there. And so, we're very, very intentional about getting out and seeing people.
Yeah. I think that's important. And it's also fun to teach them things that they might see in the books, seeing them in person. If you have that, if you have that blessing, like for example, it's when there's like state parks or I don't know, stuff stuff that's in the books that if you have the chance of showing them in person and you have the money, of course, the budget to do that, that's even better in person than actually in the books, in my opinion, because that's what happened to us. And it was just like an incredible experience to learn it in person and not in the books.
Yeah. Well, it was actually perfect timing. We just learned about the Boston Tea Party. And then yesterday, my brother flew to Boston and sent us some pictures. He didn't even know we had learned about it.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm in Boston. This is the replica boat from the Boston Tea Party. This is perfect.
That's awesome. That couldn't have been like even more perfect. That's amazing. Yeah. I love that so much. So what's next for you? Like, what are you doing like in the next couple of weeks and months with the kiddos, with Will, life? Tell me all your dirty secrets. Just kidding. School. Okay, I'm curious. How is your like daily routine with the boys and you and Will, and like how do you handle all that? Like, do you have a schedule every day? Like, do you have a calendar, or do you just go with the flow and every day this is what we're gonna do?
Well, we actually finally started using Google Calendar, Will and I, because he has his various work things and I have my various school things, and so this way we could actually. Oh well, okay. That way we know what each other is doing, because we still try to at breakfast time we're like, okay, what's going on today? What are you doing? What am I doing? But this way we can look ahead. So if I know that he's meeting this guy to make a deal on Legos, then like, okay, I'm not scheduling the kid's dental appointment on that day, that sort of thing. But yeah, there's some things that are set in stone, like preschool days, that sort of thing. And so then we kind of work around it. And I don't know. I try to be flexible, but I feel like because it's so chaotic that I have to have a schedule. So it's finding that balance of having the schedule, but being okay to go off of it if need be on things that can be adjusted. Some things can't be because it's only that from 9 to 12 or 1 to 2 or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like pre-baby, I would go with the flow, like I didn't have to worry about anything, just go with the flow. And then post-baby, I need to have a schedule. Like everything needs to be on my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, I'll forget, or it's not gonna happen, or I never thought that I would be that kind of person, but I need to be that person, or if not, I'm gonna forget. Like I don't know if it's like I'm forgetful like sometimes. Like I've never been this way. So I need to write it down.
Yes. If I don't write it down, it's not happening. So I have a daily to-do list. I have a weekly to-do list.
Yeah. I'm starting to be that way. Ever since she was born, I do more scheduling, more stuff that I need to like do, and like this is a schedule every day. It's so crazy. Do you take your kids on field trips?
I try to. We are able, especially the ones that we can use the charter funds for. Like the charter will organize some field trips. So like I got to take them to a professional soccer game, which I never would have thought to do. But they're like, "Hey, we're going." I'm like, "Okay, let's go."
That's awesome.
This year is fourth grade when they're supposed to learn about the state they live in. So, time and budget withstanding, I want to explore more of California.
Yes.
I mean, not too far because I don't want to be in the car all day. But like,
yeah, no, I get it.
Take a compass, draw a circle that's about 2 hours out. What can we find? What can we learn?
That's awesome. I think that's really cool.
So I just have to figure out when to do it because I keep adding things to our schedule.
No, yeah. How do they handle school trips activities, or how do you handle school trips activities?
They love them. The boys love them. It's just finding like I said, the time to schedule them, and finding people to go with us. Like I've tried to do a couple things on our own, and it's always more fun if you have friends.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I do have a mom friend, and I'm so thankful that I found her. She has the same mentality as I do in a lot of ways. I'm so thankful. She doesn't think I'm crazy about doing the homeschooling and not like public school. And so I think like that would be, and her daughter is just a year younger than Noelani. So like Noelani's going to be 3 and then she's going to be 2. But still, like, we are thinking about the homeschooling, and it would be great, like, when we do, like, activities or field trips, like, we're going to do it together. Yeah. And hopefully we'll find more mom friends and stuff, you know, for homeschooling or whatever. Something like that. Something, I don't know, just, we're planning, we're brainstorming.
Good, you're getting excited.
Yeah, I am. Because I wanted to try public school or whatever. But first of all, it's expensive as heck. And I would have to wait for her to be 4 years old for like to have like not have to pay for school, I guess, or like have a scholarship or something or whatever. I don't know. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. So one day at a time for me. I promise you that. But yeah, like I said, like you are amazing. You are an amazing woman. You are an amazing wife. You're an amazing mom. You're an amazing business partner. Thank you so much for being here. Like, you have no idea. Like, I met you at FlipCon and I loved you right away. Aww. I already loved Will. He's an awesome man. You guys are perfect for each other, and I hope like everybody here gets to meet you one day. I already know like a Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker. They already met you and they love you as well. So, and Rachel loves you, and you're awesome. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your friendship, and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Lori, it's okay. You can just rewatch it. Yeah. It's a lot of musical. It's barely any reselling.
Musicals and homeschooling.
Musical homeschooling and zombies and all that jazz. But anyway, next weekend I have somebody scheduled, but it's still on the fence. So if it doesn't happen, I'll try to be creative and probably have some of my awesome friends here that can jump in last minute and hang out with us. But thank you so much again, Hannah. I love you so much. You're amazing. I know this was totally out of your comfort zone. So thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. Jazz hands. Yes, Will. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for the questions. And I just thank you, everybody. And have a wonderful night, everybody.